Hello, good morning and welcome. My name is John Barley and I'm your sales advisor here in Farming Simulator 19. Today's topic is plows and subsoilers. Right over here we have the whole range of subsoilers and plows which can be purchased in Farming Simulator 19. We made two categories for this equipment. To my right hand side, or now my right hand side, we have plows and subsoilers up to 4 meters working with, and on my left hand side we have plows and subsoilers over 4 meters working with. I think we shall start right away. With regards to this equipment, we're up to 4 meters working with. We have the best price performance ratio with this piece of equipment here, which is already attached to the JCB. This is the Agrisem Combi Plow Gold 3M for 3 meters working with, and it's a subsoiler. Subsoilers do have the advantage that they plow and cultivate at the same time. So this device right here is the cheapest you can get. It's only 7,000 euros or dollars or whatever your local currency is, and I will show you its functions. So start the vehicle, you lower it down and you drag it right behind your tractor. And you see right here the ground is plowed and cultivated at the same time, so it's ready for the next seeding. As I said, this Agrisem subsoiler has 3 meters working with. The next biggest is also an Agrisem Combi Plow Gold 4M, which has 4 meters working with, as well as this Kuhn DC 401, also 4 meters working with. The only difference between these two is that the Kuhn equipment costs 10,000 euros and the Agrisem 9,500, so barely the same. Right here is the TT Multi-Cultivator 5-in-1. This is a subsoiler with a fertilizing function, so you have solid fertilizer in this tank here, 600 liters of solid fertilizer, and this subsoiler will plow, subsoil and fertilize the ground all in once. Its function will be shown later on with the larger Bentner device over here, which is attached to the fend. So right here we have 3 types of plow. In the center we have a Kuhn Verimaster 153. Right here is the Salford 4204, and we have the Agromas POH 5. With these 3 plows you can very easily explain what I mean when I talk about price performance ratios. So right here we have the Kuhn plow, has 2 meters working with and costs 22,000 euros. The Salford plow also has 2 meters working with, but only costs 13,000 euros. So it's basically 9,000 euros cheaper than this one. So, and their function is basically the same. They plow with 2 meters. So this Salford device has a much better price performance ratio than the Kuhn device. The Agromas plow is only 1,000 euros more expensive than the Salford device, so it costs 14,000 euros, but it has 2.5 meters working with. So overall, this is the item with the best price performance ratio of these 3. In general, subsoilers and plows. The subsoilers, as mentioned before, have the advantage of plowing and cultivating at the same time. This is an advantage the plows do not have. But on the other hand, plows give you the ability to create fields. For example, here in no man's land. This is a function these subsoilers don't have. So you just need to keep that in mind. So right away, let's move over to the bigger piece of equipment. Right here, we have a Bednar subsoiler with cultivating function. This is the Bednar FP3000 TO6000 TP6000. This part of the machine is the Bednar FB3000. This is the box for the fertilizers, 3000 liters capacity. Right in the center we have the TO6000, so which is the subsoiling part, 6000 millimeters, so 6 meters width. And in the end, or at the end, is the TP6000, which is this part here, also 6 meters in width. And I will show you right away how it's working. Fire it up. So to close the box for the fertilizer, we activate this so that the fertilizers are spread, lower it down, and drag it behind our tractor. Turn. And right here we have now plowed, cultivated and fertilized field, which is ready for the next seed. This Bednar device is only for 49,000 euros to purchase, 6 meter working with, and from the equipment larger than 4 meters in working with, this has the best price performance ratio. Right after the Bednar is this AgriSem piece of equipment. It's a Plough Platinum 8M for 8 meters, so it's a subsoiler with 8 meters working with, so it plows and cultivates at the same time with 8 meters. So these are the two subsoilers over 4 meters working with, and now the remaining 3 plows over 4 meters working with. We have here the Lemken Titan 18, 4 meters 90 working with for 59,000 euros. We have the Salford 8312, which is 77,000 euros and has 6.2 meters working with. And last but not least, we have the Gregoire Besson SPSL 9, 10.5 meters working with 130,000 euros. So, and when we compare these two plows, the Salford and the Gregoire Besson, we can say that even though this piece of equipment is 130,000 euros, while this is only 77,000 euros, this has a slightly better price performance ratio than this one. If you say we pay 130,000 for 10.5 meters working with, and if you break that down, you pay 12,380 euros per meter. With this one, we pay 12,419 euros per meter. So it's barely the same, but overall, this is a little bit cheaper with regards to the price in relation to its working with. On the other hand, you just need to be aware that it's absolutely the most expensive piece of equipment which I'm displaying here, and you need a 550 horsepower tractor to move it. So this is also something you need to have in mind. The Lemken plow is somewhere in between. It's basically in the middle of these 5 larger pieces of equipment, 4.9 meters working with for 59,000 euros. And yeah, that's basically what I can tell you about this plow. Now I will give you a little demonstration of the plows. So for this, fire up belt. over to the plow. The plows, once these are attached, just lower them in the ground and you drag them behind your tractor. Plows do have the feature of being able to be turned around. So right now you see I have the short edge of the plow at the edge of the field, so I can drag this on the edge of the field very, very closely, so even a little bit above the edge of the field. But whenever I make a turn, I can pull it up from the ground and turn the plow around. So that afterwards, when the plow is turned around, I have the short edge of the plow on the other side of the tractor, right here. And now, when I throw it in the ground again, I can now drag this short edge of the plow right on at the edge of the field where I plowed before, so that I don't make too many turns and lose too much of space. Yeah, and that's basically it, what I can tell you about plows and subsoilers. Leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you very much for your interest. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time.